All right.
And we're live.
And we're live. Office hours will give you secret powers.
I like that. I like that. Office hours will give you secret powers. Jot that down. We'll get a song done. We'll get a theme song.
Yeah, we'll do it with Sora. We'll build a
Yeah,
song. We might even be able to squeeze that into the end of this show. Actually,
maybe we'll
we
put
might,
that.
maybe we'll show that. Well, maybe we'll finish with a song. Hey guys, welcome back
Hey,
to Office Hours with myself, David, and Rob, my co-host here, and we're doing some fun AI video and image stuff today.
yeah.
And Rob,
Yeah.
you've got a little bit of an agenda, but I'm sure we'll stray from it. But let's hit
Oh,
it.
cool.
Let's hit them with it. What are we doing
Oh,
today?
yeah. Well, we're gonna look at and talk about, and I know you've got some examples set up to create images and video using AI, as
Hmm.
well as
Yep, there we
some
go.
approachable, easy tools to help you get started. I know you've set some things up as well, David. If we have some ideas on how prompt patterns work,
Hmm.
uh, a quick hands-on exercise, I think you have something set up as
Yeah,
well.
something
And
cool.
then, yeah, just kind of getting into some easy steps for people to get started creating images and video using AI.
Yeah, so I guess the point of today's show is Rob and I were talking and we're like what's some easy stuff that we can get the people that are watching our show that they can actually like really tap into right away and start using, and maybe they're like interested and they've heard things about like Nano Banana and some of the models out there, but they're kind of like don't know how to get started, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because the office spaces that you see behind Rob and myself are just like what we're going to be doing as today's exercise, building out a room and sort of going back and forth with the image model to fine tune a office space so you guys can walk out of today's office hours knowing how to create your own virtual background for your own business. And yeah, so we'll run through some of that, but what I'd love to do is just show you the key.ai interface, kie.ai, and we'll put that into the
Like,
comments section
yeah.
later on, so you guys have a link. Yeah, there we go. So this is Key, and what Key is it's a marketplace for all of the image, video, and audio models that are out there. So there's some song models like Suno, and then there's a plethora of image and video models now coming out from all corners of the internet, and some of them are very specific and take pre-made video and are able to modify that into other videos, and some of them take images and turn those into videos with prompting. But the amazing part about Key is if you're a builder and you're a little bit more of a tech dork and you're actually putting some of this stuff together, they give you very good API documentation for how each of the model APIs works, what are the modifiable variables, and how to build using their API. So not only is it a marketplace to check out and preview all these cool models, but it also is a sort of a universal router key, similar to Open Router, the same way that those are for like chat models. Key is a universal router key for all of the image, video, and music models. So, without further ado, I'll just sort of dive in a little bit
Yeah.
and show you what I mean. So, Nano Banana Pro, that was a really big launch last week, and the bigger features of this model are that it finally gets text and logos almost right 100% of the time, and that was a huge problem with models before. And you can see the prompt: make a comic poster with a cool banana hero and shades, and da 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 da, and it goes
Yeah.
through a whole like sort of like comic book strip sort of thing with a banana, right?
Very
And that's cool, and it's amazing because you can select your resolution, you can select your output format, you can select your aspect ratio. Aspect ratio is not something that was in a lot of models, but Key has added third-party tools via API to make that possible.
Oh,
So
that's huge.
the other thing that's amazing about using Key is that it's very cheap to load up credits. You can start with $5 to get 1,000 credits, and like a Nano Banana image takes 12 cents on here. On Google, it's more expensive. So because they're doing this all via API and they're getting like bulk pricing, they're able to offer the end customer sort of the cheapest price on the internet for doing for testing this stuff. So not only is it cheaper than going directly to the models, but it's also very easy because it allows you to test all of them. So you can see you can sort by like text to video, image to video, video to video. Video to video is really cool because you can like you can shoot a video like just in your home and then be like, I want to turn this into like the side of a ski hill. So you just sort of go through the motions of like looking like you're skiing. And then it'll just like turn that video into you like jumping out of a helicopter down the ski hill. Right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of wacko stuff. And then the other stuff, like I was saying, is I wanted to show you guys how do I create like a prompt. And you know, like if you start prompting directly into the model, you'll see that like it's either taking the liberty of figuring a lot of that stuff out by itself, or is like hallucinating in ways because it just doesn't have that input from you. So coming up with the proper prompt is very important. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So we'll go into GPT here and I'll say, I want, caps. I want to build a prompt for Nano Banana Pro, which creates an office space. The office will have my company logo on the wall. The logo must remain.
It's interesting is I was just talking to someone today and I was helping them do something that they were trying to do. They're in the plumbing space and he had asked me, he goes, oh, where can I find prompts? Is there like a library of prompts or something? And I was like, dude, just use the AI to generate the prompt for you.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's about it. Yeah, exactly like what
that's sort of like my perspective is like, wait, like we've got everything that we need and we've got the idea. So here's the ICSC logo. We'll just use it as a example here. I want to build a prompt for Banana. The office will have my company logo on the wall. The logo must remain unchanged. I want the logo to be a modern acrylic sign with backlighting. Okay, so it's going to create a prompt here. This isn't the prompt I'm going to use though. So I'll show you the magic here is that we'll go back to our model, use this prompt. It'll spit out an image and then I'm going to say what I want changed, but I'm going to re-upload that image into here. So it has the context of knowing what that prompt produced over in Nano Banana, and then it can help me refine. And that's how sort of like I was creating your office. I was like, oh, let's add some more comic figures here. And we'll add like a little neon sign on the left and right? So, and the prompt is very good at like specifically updating that stuff. And if you don't like the prompt, and you can get the negative prompt here too. So let's just put that whole thing into Nano Banana here and see what we get. Okay. Negative prompt. I'll add a little thing there, and I'll add a colon there just to clean it up.
So I think that's important. Human in the loop. You're tweaking the prompt too.
Yeah, and the thing is that you can get this prompt correct, and then once we know exactly the features of that correct prompt, then you can build off of it. So if I'm building something that's using the API and it's like, okay, using the uploaded photo, I want to create a video of X, Y, and Z, and you'll be able to manipulate the prompt to get the scene that you want, and then sort of like that moving variables, that like face of the person, or the whatever. So okay, so let's go in here. We don't have an image to input. We're just going to straight up go in and do we'll do a 4K PNG, and it's going to be 16 by 9. Nice. Yep. Okay, let's run it. Let's run it.
So here it's generating the image, but you had said something like you may tweak the prompt, or will you?
Yeah. So what I'm going to do, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this image, download it, and go back over here and upload it. And then I'm going to say, these are the parts that I don't like of the image. Adjust the prompt.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, here's the image it produced. And here's what I want to change in the office. That table, that metal table you gave me is bad. I kind of like a mahogany table.
Right.
With brass end caps on it, and I want a banker's lamp on the table, one of those green banker's lamps. And okay, so that, oh, we didn't put in our
we didn't do the ICSC logo.
Yeah, gosh, what are we doing here? That was a rookie. That was a rookie move.
It happens sometimes, especially when you're doing things live.
Yeah. Okay, where are we here? There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna download that one anyway, just for just so we have it. Let's rerun.
Quick run, yeah.
And you know, at 12 cents a hit, you can do a little bit of experimenting and not really care too much about it.
Make some mistakes. It's not
well, I feel like AI is a costly learning you know, scenario sometimes, especially when you're playing with video models where it's like $2 or $3 a pull. You know, you want to have your prompting sort of like evolved to a certain spot and really pay attention. Like if I really wanted to minimize costs, I'd read through all of this and start making some of my own edits prior to feeding it in. I'm just sort of letting it rip because I'm not too concerned with an exact look and feel right now. I kind of just probably going to spray and pray and then like get 5 different ones and pick the one that I like. But if you were very insistent as a like interior designer and you were like, I want to upload room pictures and be able to take that room picture, put it into GPT, get it to describe that room, and then start describing changes you want to that room. And you can really like, and you know, you can see how programmatically you could do that inside of an interface, and it would be like, you know, you could get to a pretty good place with it. All right, I'm getting closer here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, and I think that's the thing. It takes time. But on the flip side, if you were to try to create this manually or using a different, you know, what I'd call traditional software of, you know, Photoshop or
if you, oh my god, yeah,
and photography and all this stuff, like the hours and hours that somebody would spend doing this stuff.
And it's, you know, part of what I was saying too is when you have an idea in your head, like ideas are very fleeting. So like taking hours to develop an idea, then like the vision starts to become distorted of what the original idea is, because you've been like, it's like trying to write an essay with like a really, really slow pen. And you're like, how do I get all these ideas out quick enough to like actually like get the idea out, you know? And that's part of like the awesome part of AI is you can have these like wild ideas and sort of see them through very quickly so you don't lose the exact vision that you're having.
Oh, and there we
go. Not bad. Okay, so we're going to download this. And then we're going to come back over here. Okay. And I'm going to say this is the output attached. It looks a little basic. I want to create a warmer, more natural office that looks used by a real person. The sign logo should be cut out to the area of the logo and not be a square sign. Instead of wood accents, let's use stainless steel. Add some more hanging plants, let's say spider plants, from the ceiling. I also want a small fish tank on the desk. Okay, let's see what it does.
And something these days I've been liking a lot is now I've started dictating into the.
I would probably do that. Yeah, I'd probably do that if I wasn't on the meeting right now, because it's using my microphone. But I am a huge fan of transcription. or just
Yeah,
talking
me
through
too.
ideas now with my voice recorder and being like,
Yeah.
clean this up so I can do something with it.
Yeah, yeah, because then
Which
you can
is,
always go in, and if it got something wrong,
yeah.
you can tweak it, but sometimes
Oh
the
man.
typing, I'm like, it's just faster.
Imagine those scientists of yesteryear, right? Who would, what would they do? They would hold something in their hand. So when they fell asleep, we were talking about this the other day, they would sort of let go of the thing and it would wake them up during that like
Oh, yes.
dream state. And
Yeah,
sort of like that type of guy that like gets up in the middle of the night. And I am that type of guy that like has a voice recorder by the bed. And I
yeah.
was thinking, like, imagine 200 years ago, had they had that ability
Oh, wow.
during that sort of time where science was such a like just crazy contentious like race, it's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah. Okay, so we've got a new prompt
yeah.
and let's do it. We're going to throw it in there. Okay, so we're going to go back over
Copy that,
here.
go back to
We're
the
going to go
key,
back and we're going to go
place it.
here. We've got our logo, so that's good already. I'm going to just
Yeah,
clean this up a little bit.
again, yeah. And why do you do that?
Just in case it doesn't see that there's like a distinction. Like I like ideally I would do it like markdown.
Yeah.
Why is there no capital on here? I guess it didn't do it. Yeah, so ideally I would do it with like hashtags and do like
Okay.
for the titles you do like one hash, and then for the different like areas you would do two hashes. This is pretty
Okay.
good at just intuitively picking stuff up. I just want to make
Okay.
sure it can distinguish between the positive prompt and the negative prompt essentially.
Yeah.
So let's run it again and we're going to see what happens.
And see what comes up. Yeah, it'd
Yep.
be interesting to see the different approach now on how this works. And
Yeah.
yeah, I think what I like about, like, we're playing around with this, and I often say when I'm speaking to clients is it's like, you're the expert in your business. You have these ideas that I can't get into your head
Yeah.
and like pull out, right? So this allows you to get these, try this with whatever you're thinking. Like, we're
Yeah,
just
and
putting
at
this
least
office
like,
space and
yeah, and that's what I was saying too, is at least it gets you to the point where you can explain it to someone who has more technical knowledge that can take over and push it past the finish line. But
yeah,
the more accurately you can describe an idea to someone. And this, like, like I was saying, for interior design, we had someone come to us and say, oh, I really want to learn more about this for interior design. And doing it manually is a great way to like sort of like start taking your ideas and showing them to clients, but creating an interface. And that's something that we're like, you could create a whole client portal built off of this technology where they
yeah.
upload their pictures, and then you as oh, that's beautiful. Look
Ooh,
at
look
that.
at that.
See?
Slick,
Okay.
fancy.
So we got some cool results there. And then you could say, it looks like the sign is floating a little bit too much. I kind of want it to be like backlit
Mhm.
and and have like a little circle of like white wood like behind it so it's elevated, so you can just keep going in and reprompting. And it's got that fish tank there. I think it did a pretty decent
Pretty
job. So
snazzy job,
so to
yeah.
our friends at ICSC, if you want this, reach out and I'll shoot it over to you in an email.
For your virtual
Yeah,
offices.
yeah, yeah. And I think, yeah, really fun. One of the things I notice about the meeting backgrounds is not good to have this like front facing. It's good to turn it
Yeah.
like 30 degrees.
Yep.
So you could be like, here, make the perspective from a 30-degree angle, so that the logo is 1/3 to the right side of the image. Let's see what
Okay.
comes out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
just,
know that's something we've talked about, where it's always like kind of have it make it
yeah,
look
it's
more
like
like
always
a
behind the
realistic.
head. Yeah,
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 because
yeah,
you wouldn't
yeah,
be
yeah,
sitting in that office
yeah.
with the
That's
front
it.
of it
There we
behind
go. I
you.
got my camera adjusted now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
That's
it. But
funny.
yeah, so we've got some tips and tricks for you guys. But I think the important part of all this is not really just showing you like building. Oh, it's doing some trippy stuff here. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we're back.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not just about building like a office picture. We're just showing you like the tip of the iceberg here, that
Mm-hmm.
there's a
Mm-hmm.
platform where you can test this stuff outside of like all the individual tools. So it makes it easy for you to go in and whimsically try all of the models and then start comparing them and seeing what their strengths are and which ones are the best at what, but also start thinking like, okay, I've got an idea of a tool that I want to build. I'm an interior designer and I want my clients to be able to come in, upload their photos, now I've created a workflow where I know I can get the results that I want manually using these tools. Okay, how do I automate this and build an application? And the way that you do that is by coming and talking to a couple guys like us. And then yeah, no, but really, if you have the technical knowledge, go nuts.
Yeah.
Get out there, use the API playground in the marketplace, do it, try it. But you know, when you get into more complex projects with payment gateways and you know, you need enterprise security and stuff like that, you probably got to come and talk to some guys like us, and we'll come and build you a custom solution on the backbone of that cool stuff that you now know how to do. So you know, that's I think there's a lot of that going on out there. There's a lot of tools like that for, you know, for different industries that people are starting to imagine and create, and it's allowing people to sign up for turnkey solutions that solve real problems for them, like real estate agents needing to stage properties.
Yeah.
Well, that's a thing of the past. I mean, because you can virtually stage a property down to like the process that I just showed you is essentially how you would stage a property. You take your photo of the property, you go into this and you say, hey, instead of having crap all over the couch, I want to switch that couch to a leather couch, put a glass table in the middle of the room, put some new lighting tracks down this side that use, you know, this kind of lighting, and and you can really come up with this like really crazy vision of like what that house could look like. And then the cool part is you could give that image to someone and they could go and take that to an interior designer and execute it and be like, you want that house, it's all yours. You just got to turn, you know, push the button, right? So
well, I did something like that this summer, actually. Like my front of the house has always been a bit of a disaster.
Yep.
And I didn't know what to do with it. And I took a photo and I uploaded it to ChatGPT and I said, give me some ideas on what I can do. And it gave me this idea of like putting this retaining wall to kind of like keep the space in, because I said our front yard slants, and basically I put mulch and it just washes away.
Okay.
And it literally created an image, and I took it to the landscaping guy and said, build this and make this happen. And
did you do it?
Close. Yeah.
Oh, very good. Awesome.
I'm so happy with my front yard now.
That's like, so awesome. I wish we had spoken about that earlier, because I would have loved to have had like your original image and like an after picture.
Yeah, it was only because you said it and I thought
that's okay. Well, next week, tune in for Rob's pictures, guys.
Oh yeah, this is what it gave me, and this is what we did.
Yeah, we're baiting people into the next episode now with our big reveal. No, so I guess like really this stuff's super fun though. And like you said, there's 1,000,001 use cases for it. Oh, there's our 30-degree angle with the
so it gave the angle now, which is super.
Yeah, that is cool. And so I will caution everybody that for all these meeting images, you're gonna have to go into another editor and flip it backwards.
Oh yeah,
because like some of them you add the right way and it appears the wrong way, and some you do the wrong way. So it's just like definitely
I'm sure you can always ask it to give you a mirrored version or a verse version.
And I'm not going to get into doing a lot of video examples today, but what I will do is show you.
I wanted you to do this, because I know we're getting close to time. I was like, no, you got to show some of this cool video stuff.
So the cool video stuff we were talking about. So here's a prompt right here. The audio's off. I'll restart it in a sec, but you can see. This is VO3, and it's absolutely amazing, not just from a video perspective, but it was the first model. VO was the first model to get synchronized, realistic sound built into the videos, and it's actually so good. And all the prompt is here. You can see, and this is with the VO3 1 fast model. This isn't even like the quality model. A keyboard whose keys are made out of different types of candies, making sweet, crunchy sounds. Okay, so let's crank the sound up, and here's the output. Just freaking wild.
It's crazy.
I just think it's so wild it's just so wild that you can have, and we were talking, there's guys out there making feature-length films, and I've got a friend in the area who just won an AI filmmaking award. He was down in LA. And his son plays with my daughter, and we both didn't know that we were in the AI hemisphere. And this guy turns out to be this like leading AI video maker. So he's sort of like my main vein into all the cool tech that's out there and stuff. And And but yeah, it's really cool to see like some of the stuff that's coming out. Sora, like where's the storyboard when we were looking at there?
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. So you can actually do storyboarded stuff now where you have different scenes, but it has the context where the faces don't change in between scenes. So now you're able to start stitching together 10, 15, 25-second videos using multiple scenes. So you can see that like, this cat's licking a sort of fish cake toy
That's
thing.
hilarious.
Yeah, and just like an ASMR sort of, ASMR atmosphere. There you go. That's really funny.
I love that you can have the separate scenes. We were kind of chatting about that too. Coca-Cola's new holiday commercial, they use all
cool.
AI for it, and
So cool.
I believe they use something like this, probably a lot more powerful, but along the same lines, right?
So I wanted to show you this too, because this is the important part about Key is that look, Storyboard 2 now costs only 150 credits. That's 75 cents per 10-second video.
Jeez.
It's 75% cheaper than on the official site. So key.ai, and if you actually go in, you can look at their billing here is very it's very, very like affordable. For $5 you get 1,000 credits and you can just get out there and start playing with this stuff. So highly recommend. Like Flux Context is a cool model. Holy, essentially you can take like a photo and just turn your photo into like a completely different scene.
Wow.
Just like it's pretty bonkers. And some of these have less rails for like copywriting and stuff, so you can actually get away with like a movie
movie poster
cover, like a Van Gogh image.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool that like a lot of the ones that aren't North American models are a little more off the rails, which is good and bad. I mean, like, I think people are doing all kinds of stuff with these models.
Yeah, it's a little bit of Wild Westy right now, which
it is. Yeah,
there's some ethics and
there is
stuff around that, which I think has to be addressed because people's likenesses and things just can't be taken and created, right? But
this is wild too. Is I think someone uploaded a sound bite and a picture, and then it creates.
Welcome to Key AI, where you can bring photos to life with Kling AI Avatar API. Upload an image and audio and watch your avatar talk naturally.
That's so funny. So they've just taken an 11 Labs voice.
Yeah.
It sounds like the one that actually does that Jet 2 holiday.
I was going to say
nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
And the photo, that one was a little freaky.
that one's a little AI generated, but you can see how it might have appeal for certain types of marketing.
For sure.
This one's kind of funny too. They do just crazy. This one's really like realistic but also like very whimsical model that does like unrealistic things but makes them look realistic kind of.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Flying with the dinosaurs and stuff. Yeah, so cool stuff. I don't want to like just keep going through everything. I want people to sort of come on here, try it out. The other thing I wanted to show though is you go into one of these models. Okay, cool. I used the model, I made something manually. Now I need my developers to go and build something off of it. Well, here you go. You've got the whole API documentation with every single example of how to use all of the variables to build off of it. So really,
so what's an example like of this? Like how?
So I'm going into build that product for the interior designer, and I need to be able to have the API endpoints talk to the static parts of the prompt I want and the variable parts of the prompt, be able to accept image uploads through a database and do all it. And so it shows you how to string all that together programmatically to essentially get the same results you get when you're doing it manually, right? So once you figured out how to do it manually, then you can figure out how to sort of automate it or create like a portal where you could do different variations of the same thing, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
And all the examples and all the README files are on here. So you can really like every single model. It's just like a real repository of like everything you would possibly need to know to build or use image or video API. And then, oh, we got a couple seconds left, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Here we go. We got a couple seconds left. Music generation. Okay. Text to music. Here we go. Oh, we don't want those. Just text to music. Suno. Okay, this is beautiful. I love Suno.
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to do custom mode, and we're going to say style of music. Let's do country. No, we'll do modern EDM. Okay.
Oh,
call it office hours. Okay, so we're just going to do office hours to give you secret powers. Tune in for awesome office hours. Okay, so we're going to do it. See what comes out.
Yeah, we could probably have had it write lyrics and stuff like that.
You can have it right. You can have it write lyrics. I've had the best sort of like results with doing it myself. But it was funny because Chris, our co-host Chris Bryce, he's a sailor and he was studying the coal regs, and he's like, "Hey man, it'd be so funny to make a song out of this." So I made a reggae song about the coal regs, and all I did was like go into the coal regs like site for Canada, and then used the URL and said, make me a song using this like educational content, and it made a whole song. And he's like, it was a great study tool. And I thought like, wow, that's like, you could build the whole YouTube page just around making study guides for like university courses that are songs
that are jingles that you can remember.
Yeah. It's funny. Awesome. Okay, so let's play these two variations here.
Office hours will give you secret powers. Office hours will give you secret powers. Office hours will give you secret powers. Tune in for office ice.
That's insane.
Here's the other variation.
Office hours will give you secret powers. Office hours will give you secret powers. Office hours will give you secret powers.
I'm sure we could have got it done in the tune of like Wayne's World.
Well,
that's awesome.
Just awesome. Now everyone's going to be out there making music and videos and
movies
and that's great.
Yeah, that's
awesome. You can all let me know when you become famous, and I'll come to your show.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's super. So yeah, it's KIE.ai.
KIE.ai is the address, and it's called Key API, and essentially it's just like your API key for all the image, all the video and music models that are out there. Yeah. So, and if you guys have any questions and you want to just sit down for a few minutes and talk to Rob or I or any of the guys at Tricycle, reach out to us. Happy to sort of set you on the right direction. We're not trying to make projects out of things that aren't projects. So if you guys just need a nudge in the right direction, let us know and we'll try to support you. And if you've got an idea to do a bigger project, we'd be more than happy to sort of look at it with you, tell you if something is worth doing, and start building it with you.
Yeah, try to work through it. Yeah. Help you on that.
Help me help you.
Yeah.
Oh no, what just happened?
I don't know. I was like, that was weird.
It was just started by itself. It was like, okay, guys, here comes the hook from the side of the stage.
Time to wrap it up. That's hilarious.
Right,
well, man, that was another awesome show. I think those were great tips. This is a super cool tool for people to experiment with and play with.
Yeah.
Definitely reach out if you have questions. Contact Dave, contact myself or Chris. If you're following along on LinkedIn, that's what Tricycle is all about. We're here to help you get started on your journey in AI.
Get on that tricycle. There's no way to ride a bike without riding the trike first. You got to ride the trike.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Then you'll be on that leader bike motorcycle soon.
Exactly.
Flying at 200 miles an hour with AI.
So yeah, I guess that's it for this week. Thank you again for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
As usual, always a pleasure. David, chatting
with
you,
fun.
learning,
it's great.
going through stuff.
Yeah, it's just fun, man. That's fun. That was a fun day. That was just like playing.
I love that. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So make sure you catch up with us next week. Same time, same channel. We'll be here, and we'll go through some more cool AI stuff. All right. Thank you,
Good to see you
everybody.
guys.
I wish
Thanks,
I had
guys.
that song to play us out.
I was just gonna say present. Yeah, here, hold on. I'll do a presentation here. We'll do it on the way out here. Oh no, I have it. There you go. Okay, hold on. Where are we? Boom.
Office hours will give you secret powers. Office hours will give you secret powers. Office hours will give you
All right, guys. Thanks again. Talk to you. See you next week, then. Take care.